Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy Hair Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what was your past like, then how is your present going, and what does the future have in store for you. So basically the past, present and future of your life. You can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's start your reading by taking a look at what your past was like. So the cards that came out for you are hostilities, 8 of Cups, and 6 of Cups. I feel like for a very brief period of your life, maybe I think even before your teenage started, those first few years of your life could have been pretty decent, good. But then after that, it was just one challenging situation, one struggle, one battle after the next. Because with hostilities being your first card over here, it is abundantly clear that you guys have been through a lot in your past. With 8 of Cups and 6 of Cups, it seems like you guys have had to move out of places, situations, possibly even connections, relationships, whether platonic or romantic, which at one point in your life meant everything to you. And then things became so tense and so difficult that with the 8 of Cups over here, the only option that you had, group 1, was to leave. So this could have been you having been asked to leave suddenly because of downsizing in your company. Maybe a person whom you held very dear to you and you were in a relationship with them suddenly became very toxic, and so you had no choice but to leave for your own sake, for your betterment. I'm also hearing moving houses, but it seems more like having to vacate a house. So some of you might resonate with that. Because of certain conditions, you and your family could have had to vacate your home. It was a lot. And when I see all these cups that the octopus is holding, it seems like you guys weren't getting much space or much room to catch your breath. It was one difficult thing, one challenging situation after the next. And another message that I just got for some of you with the 8 of Cups and 6 of Cups is that in the past, and unfortunately, when you needed people to take a stand for you, when you needed people to support you, a lot of them could have turned their backs towards you. A lot of them could have left you hanging. A lot of them absolutely didn't show up, acted like they'd never known you, forgot all about the favors that they owed you. And so you see, the problem wasn't just external. On an emotional level also, you were having to face a lot of difficulties. For example, maybe your partner cheated on you with your best friend, something like that. So not only did you lose your partner, you also lost your best friend, plus now you have trust issues. So things like that, just a lot, so much. And here's the thing, with the 6 of Cups over here, it seems that even though you guys have been through so much in your past, there still are times when you reminisce about it, when you think about it. Maybe not in the sense of missing the people as such, maybe missing the feeling, maybe wondering what did you do to have to go through all of that. But for some of the other reason, maybe you don't have all the answers yet, you didn't get any closure, whatever it was, because of those loose ends here and there, your past plays very heavily in your mind sometimes. I mean, at least for some of you. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in your present. So for that, we have achievement that says completion, reward. Then we have the 4 of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. So I absolutely love this energy for you, group 1, because I mean, look at this. From hostilities, we're moving into this era of achievement, of winning, of success. And the road wasn't easy. We've already seen that. But you managed. You survived. Perhaps you kept telling yourself that someday it'll get better, and eventually it did. What I also like over here is that as we move from the Eight of Cups to the Four of Wands, this tells me that amidst all the people who were turning their backs towards you, there were some people, maybe your siblings, your parents, those choicest few people who stood by you, who were your, they were like your rock at that time. And it seems as if because of those people and because of the safe space that they provided to you back then, you managed to get back up on your feet. And look at you right now. You are thriving, you're winning, you're accomplishing one thing after the other. You're checking off one thing after the other from your to-do list, it seems. If you had to move, you found yourself another home wherever you are right now. And there's just so much confidence in you, as I can see currently with the Page of Wands. You're not afraid of taking risks. You're not afraid of trying new things. You're not afraid of walking up to strangers and introducing yourself. Maybe you're happily married now. And, sometimes you think about the past only so that you can thank that person for turning out to be the way they did, because otherwise you would have never found, the person whom you're currently with. And you seem to be very happy with them. Some of you have perhaps just welcomed a child. So at the moment with the Four of Wands over here, your life seems very blissful. It seems very peaceful. And most importantly, it seems very stable. Whether this is financial stability, whether this is emotional stability, you finally have all of that. And another lovely message that I can see over here is that something that you'd always dreamt of accomplishing or having, owning, whatever it might be based on your personal situation, something that you basically always wanted as a child, you now have that. So for example, let's say that ever since you were a kid, it was your dream to own a red colored car. And now that you're doing good in life very recently, or maybe some time back, you finally managed to afford to buy for yourself a red colored car. So you are catering to your inner child as well. And it feels very healing. It feels very soothing, very satisfactory on so many levels. In fact, with achievement over here, another message that I just heard was, look at me now. So all the people who left you back then when you were going through difficulties might be trying to creep and crawl their way back into your life now, but I don't think you're letting them in. Or maybe you're giving them just a sneak peek so that they know what it is that they missed out on, so that they know what your worth is. I remember just today, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this reel that said, by the time they realize your worth would be much more. And I feel like that's exactly what has happened with you, Group 1. Lovely. So let's take a look at your future energies. For that, we have dice that says chance. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So firstly, over the next 2 years, there is a huge possibility that your income will increase. You might get a passive source of income or a supplementary source of income. Maybe, you're doing your 9 to 5 and then your business takes off as well, or you venture into another field of business, something like that. Basically, your income seems to be multiplying. But then this is a very strong piece of advice you can say that's coming through over here with chance and Five of Pentacles. Make sure that you do not let this success get to your head, especially when it comes to your finances. Make sure that you're not making any impulsive purchases. Make sure that you have some money always in your rainy day fund. Not that I'm seeing any rainy days coming ahead for you. It's just that with chance over here and Five of Pentacles, there is a possibility that without thinking, you might bet your money on something or just invest lump sum into something, and it might not give you the kind of results that you were hoping for. So there is some financial loss that can happen in the future. I'm not saying it will, I'm saying it might happen in the future because of an impulsive risk or an impulsive chance that you might take. Which is why, look at this lineup over here. We have the Two of Pentacles. in the future, especially when it comes to money matters, always look at the pros and cons. Always debate with yourself, with your financial advisor, family, friend, spouse, whoever it is that you think fit. Then and only then should you make big spends, big purchases, big investments and stuff. Nothing has to be done impulsively. The good thing over here that I can see with chance is that some random opportunity, in fact, I feel like it's more than one. It's a series of, you can say, surprise opportunities that are coming your way from the universe's side in the future. What do you make of it though? Do you blow it up, or are you able to make good use of those chances such that your life only gets better? Everything that you already have just gets doubled. That, of course, will depend upon how smart you are about making those decisions. Okay, let's see what does Spirit want you to know at the moment, Group 1. So for that, we have a time for healing. And I feel like this speaks mostly to anything you might still be harboring, any pain you might still be harboring because of all of that you've been through in your past. So I feel like that's what needs healing. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution. So if there's anything that you're currently struggling with, it can be in any department of your life, personal, professional, friendships, whatever it is, don't worry too much about it. It will be taken care of and it will arrive at a peaceful conclusion. All right, Group 1. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello Group 2, if you guys chose the second image, let's start your reading by taking a look at what your past used to be like. So the cards that came out for you are Envy, then we have Seven of Swords, and we have the Devil. My gosh, you guys have been through a lot, it seems like, in the past, Group 2. Someone could have lied to you, someone could have cheated on you, someone could have gone behind your back and done something that you could have absolutely never expected from that person. People could have tried to act like they were your friends when actually they weren't. They were just jealous of you, they were sucking up to you for XYZ reasons. People took undue advantage of your trusting nature. With the Devil over here in the Seven of Swords, there's just so much lies, deception, jealousy, sneaky behavior, two-faced friends and stuff like that you had to endure in your past. And the worst part is, with Envy and the Seven of Swords over here, you honestly could never understand why would they behave with you like this. Because from your end, you were being super nice like you always are with everyone. So then why are they jealous of me? Why is it that they're so obsessed with me that they want exactly the same things as I have, or they want to be with exactly the same person that I am with? Makes no sense. With the Seven of Swords over here, I feel like some people literally could have gone on to, just unspeakable lengths to sabotage things for you. To sabotage your friendships, sabotage your relationships, maybe even sabotage your career, all out of jealousy. And unfortunately, for most of you, this behavior was exhibited by someone who you could have never expected it from. So, for example, maybe a best friend whom you well at least considered as your best friend, and then that person turned out to be the biggest asshole that you can ever think of. So, stuff like that. And whatever it is that you endured in your past, because of that, maybe Group 2, now you have difficulty trusting people very easily. You have difficulty being vulnerable with people. It takes you a really long time to put your guards down and, open yourself up to new people, new connections and stuff. And I also feel like a lot of you in the past were emotionally manipulated by someone whom you had absolutely no suspicion on. If you were in a relationship, it could have been with someone who was extremely toxic, used to emotionally manipulate you, could have made you feel like they were doing some favor to you by agreeing to date you, by agreeing to be with you. Then they could have gone behind your back and slept around. They could have cheated on you, stuff like that. Just absolutely horrible stuff. In fact, I think now, group two, you guys are very scared of sharing good news or celebrating your success, celebrating your victories, because you're so scared that you might attract all of that jealousy and all of that envy and all of that negativity again. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in your present, group two. So, for that, we have your eternal spirit that says higher self, sacred intuition. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Star. For a lot of you, group two, I feel like one or all of the incidents that I described above could have been what triggered your spiritual journey. Maybe before those events, you had no idea what intuition is, what angel numbers are, or what the hell is 1111, tarot, and all these things. You did not know about it at all. It was in search of answers that you perhaps unlocked the spiritual side of yours, and that is how you started off on your spiritual journey. So those events of your past basically acted as a catalyst. And now, as I can see in your present, firstly, you're in a much more peaceful space with the energy of eternal spirit. You are so connected with your intuition. Maybe in the past, even when your intuition tried to warn you about some people, you would dismiss it. You would think that it was your fear talking. But now you know. Now you know when to trust your gut, and you listen to it absolutely always. With the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you have found yourself a small group of absolutely trustworthy people. Maybe you just have 2 to 3 friends, but it's that ride or die kind of a friendship that you perhaps always wanted, but you didn't get because everyone was just so busy getting jealous of you that they didn't really make an effort to actually get to know you. And with the Star card over here, especially how that rocket ship is moving towards the star, I feel like your intuition is guiding you towards a lot of success in your life, group two. Especially something about either the last 3 years or 2023 onwards. Maybe there has been a significant positive development in your life. Maybe you've gone on to make a name for yourself in a niche in a certain community. For example, let's say that if you work in finance, you've managed to create a very strong credibility and a very strong name for yourself in the financial field, something like that. You have found support in strangers is another thing that I just heard. It's almost as if the universe sent people your way to comfort you. These could have been, for example, friendships that started out in very unexpected manners. And it seems over here with the Star card that gradually, especially because we have Star underneath the Devil, gradually you're working on all of those things like your trust issues, abandonment issues, vulnerability problems, whatever it is. Gradually you're working on all of that. You're working on your stability. You're working on your mental peace. In fact, I also feel like, why did it happen? Why did they do this? And why did they do that? These questions don't really matter to you anymore. I feel like you have shifted the focus inside now. You're only focused on yourself, what your intuition tries to tell you and stuff like that. Who did what and why, these things don't matter to you anymore. And obviously, it's not like it only took you 3 months or 3 years to get to this place. Maybe it took you a really long time to get to this place where you are right now. But the energy just feels really peaceful. I feel like at the moment your career is going great. Like I said, you don't have a really big social circle, but whoever is a part of your social circle at the moment, friends and family included, they're all ride or die. You're ride or die. So that's really good. Another thing with the Star card over here and higher self, I feel like what it is that you went through is now helping you to show the way to others. So for example, maybe now you work as a relationship coach or a life coach or something like that, so that patterns that you were not able to identify in your previous relationships or friendships, you're able to help other people see those patterns, break those patterns, leave toxic people the first chance that they get, and something like that. So you are using your experience now, group two, to help others, to guide others. Okay, let's take a look at what is waiting for you in the future, group 3. So for that, we have crown that says personal power. Then we have the Hierophant, and we have death. Okay, so the first amazing thing that's waiting for you in the future with crown and personal power is great, great, great success, more than you can imagine right now. I feel like right now it's more about stability, building that community feeling and all of that, and it's just going to propel greatly from there on. I feel like you will position yourself as one of the greatest, or maybe even the GOAT, whatever it is that you wish to call it, in your particular line of work. Lots of admiration, lots of respect, lots of growth, lots of success coming your way. If you are currently not with anyone, Hierophant tells me that there's a very strong possibility of you settling down and getting married to your divine counterpart in the future. And best part, with the death energy over here, any person, any past hurt, unanswered questions, which if at all still linger in your mind and in your energy, you seem to completely, like just and move on from all of that in the future. It will absolutely stop mattering to you in the future. It's almost as if you're a completely different person. Nobody can recognize you anymore because of all of that internal as well as, I would say, external glow up also for a lot of you. It is also possible over here with the death card that in the future, a lot of you might move to a new place. Not for everyone, but for some of you, definitely, I see you moving to a new place, new city, state, new country. This might have something to do with your marriage, like after marriage, you and your spouse are going somewhere else, starting your life somewhere else, things like that. It just seems like all the problems from your past, be they personal, professional, money related, whatever they are, like some dead weight, you just chop them off and you move on. That's how insignificant they become. That's how unnecessary, that's how redundant they become to you. Amazing. Let's see what messages does Spirit have for you, Group 2. So your first message is confidence is your key to success. You're already heading towards a lot of success, or maybe this is a little pointer that you can keep in mind. The more confidence you have in your skill set, what it is that you bring to the table, the easier it will be for you to align yourself with this success. And then after that, we have adjustments are required. Now, what exactly are these adjustments would of course depend upon person to person, depending upon who is watching this reading and what's going on in your life right now. For example, maybe you sometimes procrastinate a lot, but you want to be successful. So then, of course, the adjustment that is required is for you to be able to learn how to strike a work-life balance or work with a proper timetable or something like that, so that you're able to get to your desired goals. So apply it on your situation however you think fit. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. Group 2, if you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello Group 3. If you guys chose the third image, let's start your reading by taking a look at what was going on in your past. So the cards that came out for you are Blossoming Abundance. Then we have Three of Cups. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. So at the outset, it might seem like, oh, it's really nice. But there is one other aspect to this. Okay, so let's get into it. Group 3, for the most part over here, with, of course, Blossoming Abundance and the Three of Cups, I feel like your past was relatively good. It was relatively okay. I'm not seeing any issues as such with your career and finances. I feel like you've so far had a stable life, more or less. I feel like your nature is such that people automatically get gravitated towards you. Everyone wants to know you. Everyone wants to be friends with you. You could have always been a bit of a social butterfly. People love to, get to know you better. You're always getting invited to parties and stuff like that. It seems like in the past, you could have been friends with a group of people who meant everything to you, But with the King of Swords in reverse over here, I feel like you didn't really get a chance to speak your mind around these people. And you were so hung up on trying to maintain peace and equilibrium in the connection that you never spoke your mind. For instance, what they say goes. You do not have a say. If they've decided to watch a movie instead of something that you were suggesting, then movie night it is. Like that. It is also possible over here with the King of Swords in reverse that even when you did put forth your ideas, your opinions, maybe they were dismissed. But they were dismissed in a manner which could have felt as if your friends were just pulling your leg or mocking you or just having fun. They were just teasing you. Oh, they're my friends. They can say what they feel like. They didn't really respect you though. They didn't really respect your opinions. And honestly, for a few of you, I am very, very strongly getting this people-pleasing tendency that you could have had in the past. You wanted to be in everyone's good books. You did not want any beef, any bad blood with anyone, which is why even when something or someone would be bothering you, even when something would be at the tip of your tongue and you just were, screaming from inside to say it, you wouldn't. You would keep your mouth shut. It's almost as it's like the King of Swords just wiggled a little bit. So yeah, that happened. You repressed your thoughts in the past. You repressed your opinions in the past for the sake of friendship or peace or maybe a relationship, your community, whatever this was that was going on with the Three of Cups over here. And so, like I said, on the outside, it seemed like everything was great, everything was nice, but at what cost? At your cost. At the cost of your opinions, your thought process. Okay, let's see what is going on presently for you, Group 3. So we have sensitivity and strength that says tapping the forces within. What's interesting is that you guys chose Group 3. We have 3, 3, and then again 3 over here. Maybe you guys keep seeing repeating 3s a lot. Then we have Page of Swords, and we have 6 of Pentacles. Baby steps. I love this for you. With sensitivity and strength, it's so cute. Okay, so Group 3, I feel like presently you guys are opening up bit by bit, learning how to speak your mind in a way that doesn't come across as too overbearing, too authoritative, but you've also said your piece, which is nice. And this is in fact what the sensitivity and strength card over here tells me. Earlier, you were all sweet, 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 sweet. Now you are sweet and spicy. But perhaps with sensitivity and strength over here and the 6 of Pentacles, you've managed to strike a balance between that sweet and spicy side of yours. So it's not like anyone can categorize you. It's not like anyone can, explicitly say that, oh, Group 3 is a very rude person, or oh, Group 3 is a pushover. No, you're neither of those two things. You say what you have to, and you can be persistent about it, which is good. I like that. You are like, you have that quiet confidence now. Your strength is there. It can be felt. It's something that reverberates, but not in a very overbearing manner. Like, people know better than to mess with you now, but not because of a very, you can say, bitchy expression on your face or anything. It's a feeling. They just get it from you now because they know you won't shut up if they try to wrong you. They know better than that now. Another good thing over here with the 6 of Pentacles, Group 3, is that you have finally started valuing reciprocity in any and all sorts of connections, whether it is a professional connection, whether it is a personal connection such as a friendship, a relationship, whatever it might be. If it isn't reciprocal, if there isn't equality, if only one person gets all the say, you are out. You couldn't care less. No more sticking around just because, oh, I don't want to break that person's heart, even if it breaks my own heart. So you don't do that anymore. It's not like currently there's nothing going on in your social life. Maybe a lot of you are currently in a committed relationship. Maybe you guys are surrounded by excellent friends. Maybe you guys are a part of an online community, so you might be having a lot of online friends. You've never met them. Maybe they live at a distance from you, but it's all good. Maybe you have a blog of your own now. Maybe you have your own public account on Instagram where you share your views, or you are teaching something to someone, to a community through an online medium, things like that. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to tell whether these dogs are quarreling, whether they're chit-chatting, whether they're bitching about their families. Anyway, with the Six of Pentacles, I also feel like presently group 3, your career and finances are doing pretty well. I also feel like you've managed to strike a very good work-life balance, so you have enough time for yourself, for your needs, as well as more than enough time for your work commitment. So it's all good. Oh, one more thing, with the Page of Swords over here, if in the past you had a fear of persecution, you can say a fear of being judged if you spoke your mind, that isn't there anymore. In fact, with the Page of Swords over here, you are now very bold, very brave, not only when it comes to putting forth your opinion, but also while asking questions. You're not that child anymore in the classroom who was afraid of asking doubts to the teacher. You are now the kid who keeps on raising their hand to ask doubts to the teacher. Okay, let's see what is waiting for you in the future, group 3. So for that, we have Flamingo that says fun. See, the Three of Cups was also an energy of fun, but now we just have 2 flamingos. What does that tell us? All the stupid people whom you were just trying to people please have been chucked out from your life in the future. Why? Because you elevated and they couldn't catch up. Then we have the Page of Pentacles with a cute little to-do list. And we have the Knight of Swords. You are moving in the right direction. The King of Swords was reverse. Then baby steps, Page of Swords. And now in the future, the page is transitioning into the energy of a knight. So it's all really good. In the future, I see you being very relaxed, very carefree, having fun finally with good people, good company, you can say. You are excited about living life because of all of this newfound confidence that you've been working hard on presently. So that's going to give you all those benefits in the future. It is also possible that with the money that you're making right now, you might invest it into something in the future, some business venture of yours or something like that, or you might become an investor in someone else's business. With the Knight of Swords, there might also be a lot of traveling that's waiting to happen in the future for you guys. You might purchase a car or something of your own. From someone who used to think 37 times before opening their mouth, I feel group 3, you guys are about to become yappers in the future. And I'm very excited for that. I'm so happy for you, group 3. And you are happy very clearly over here. You couldn't care less about anything and about anyone. It's one of those classic phrases that's been going around a lot on the internet these days. What does that say? Thriving, hydrated, moisturized, and in my own lane. That is what seems to be your story in the future. If at the moment you guys are single, I feel in the future with Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, you might meet someone. It is possible that you guys might meet each other through some work thing, and very quickly, both of you will catch feelings for each other. But hey, it's good news. You don't have to be worried about it because you finally know which connections are worth investing in and which aren't. Something about you becoming inaccessible to people is also coming across very strongly, which I also like for you. Why? Because earlier people, like I said, used to take advantage of you being sweet and all of that, and they could say whatever, and they knew you wouldn't speak your mind, and they could just boss you around. And now you've become this successful, inaccessible person whom they want to pull down, but they can't, because you've soared above them. You're soaring. You just keep going onwards and upwards. And honestly, life feels great. Feels very relaxed, very stable, very exciting even for you. All right, group 3, let's see what messages does Spirit have for you. So your first message is show the world the real you. I love this message for you as well, group 3, because as we've seen in the past, you had to hold back a lot. And you don't do that anymore. And you won't do it even in the future. And I think this message is just sort of like a reassurance from Spirit that you are doing the right thing, group 3. The more authentic you are, the better it'll be for you. And your second message is expect powerful change. Now, I'm not sure exactly in which department of your life might you expect powerful change. Of course, this can mean on an overall level also that your life is about to go a total 180, but in a good way. Maybe there is some area of your life where you are currently experiencing some sort of dissatisfaction or stagnation maybe, and so that particular area of your life or that particular situation is going to undergo a bit of a shake-up that works out in your favor. So it can go either ways depending upon who's watching. All right, group 3, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.